You know that feeling when you're scrolling online and you start to wonder, wait, am I the customer here or am I the product? Well, today we're going to dive into a really big idea. What if the internet wasn't a place designed to harvest our data, but a space that actually genuinely works for us and for our communities? Let's explore a system designed to do exactly that.
This is the question that really defines our digital lives, isn't it? We've all been there. The endless sign-up forms, the ads that follow you around like a creepy shadow. It just feels like we're constantly giving away pieces of ourselves just to get by online. But what if we could flip that entire model on its head?
So let's just imagine for a second a digital ecosystem that's not built to squeeze value from you, but to create value with you. An internet where you're not just another user on someone else's giant platform, but you're actually the owner of your very own digital home. That's the promise we're going to unpack today.
Okay, to make this all feel real, let's ground it in something we all understand. Picture this. You walk into your favorite local coffee shop, and instead of fumbling with a Wi-Fi password or another paper loyalty card, you just see a simple QR code. This little code, well, this is where the entire journey begins. All right, so the first huge idea here is about how you even get into this new digital world. And I want you to just forget everything you know about usernames, passwords, and signing up for things. We're talking about something way, way more seamless and secure. It's called Cubic Pass. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like a real passport. When you travel the world, you don't have to fill out brand new identity papers at every single airport, right? Of course not. You just show your passport. Cubic Pass is exactly that, but for the digital world. It's your one universal key to access services without ever having to sign up. And this just lays it out so perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way. The pain of entering your name, your phone number, creating yet another password you're gonna forget. Ugh. And on the right, the new way. One simple scan of a QR code. That is it. You're in, securely, instantly. So you've used your digital passport to enter the cafe's network. But what happens next? What about the data you create? Your coffee order, the little review you leave? This is where we see how the system helps you build something that actually belongs to you, your very own digital home. This concept is called MetaCubic. And if today's social media is like pitching a temporary tent on someone else's land, MetaCubic is like building a solid house on your own plot of land with a deed registered in your name. It's your personal digital space where every single online experience becomes one of your assets. So inside this digital home, your data is no longer a liability, it's an asset. Your visit history, the reviews you write, your purchase records, your photos. None of it gets sold off to the highest bidder. Instead, it builds this rich, authentic digital identity that you and only you control. And it generates real value that flows right back to you. This quote right here just nails it. It's about more than just owning your data. It's about what's called data sovereignty. And this idea is the foundation for building a true digital village, where every single member is empowered because they have control over their own story. Okay, so you have a secure passport, and you have your very own digital home. Now you need a way to navigate this world, right? This is where the brain of the whole operation comes in, a totally new kind of AI that works for you, and only you. Now, this is not your standard search engine. This is semantic AI. A better way to think of it is like having a personal AI secretary, or maybe a brilliant librarian who totally gets you. It doesn't just look for keywords. It understands meaning, context, and this is crucial, the network of trust you've built in your digital home. It actually gives every piece of information a unique internet address, which prevents that fake info or the weird hallucinations other AIs can sometimes generate. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world. A keyword search for good restaurant gets you what? A list of businesses that paid the most money for ads? But with semantic AI, you can ask a much more human question, like, find me a dinner spot for my family. And the AI looks at your trusted network and your personal data to give you a recommendation that's actually useful, like a place your trusted friend recommended that also happens to fit your health profile. See the difference? So we've seen how all this is great for you as an individual, but the real magic, the real power, comes when we connect all these individual actions to the health of our local communities. How does your simple coffee purchase actually help your entire neighborhood? Well, meet RewardCubic. This is the economic engine that makes the whole system go. It's specifically designed to turn your positive community actions into real spendable value. So here's how this beautiful loop works. When you do something positive, like shopping at that local cafe or even recycling, the system recognizes it. The semantic AI analyzes your contribution, and boom, you get rewards. And the best part? These aren't just some abstract points in an app. You can spend them like actual cash at other local businesses, creating this amazing self-sustaining economy right in your own backyard. And it works for the businesses too, because advertising in this world is based on genuine trust and recommendations within the community, not just who has the biggest budget. Local businesses see a click-through rate that's twice as high. It completely levels the playing field and helps the little guys thrive. Okay, so let's zoom out and put all these pieces together. What is the fundamental difference, the real shift between the internet we have today and the one we're talking about? This table makes it so incredibly clear. We're talking about a shift from what we call Web 2.0, the internet run by giant platforms, to Web 3. And at its core, Web 3 is all about putting you back in control. In the old way, huge corporations own your data. Search results go to the highest bidder. In the SmartCubic way, the Web 3 way, you own your data. Access is instant. Results are based on trust. And your security is locked to your own device. It is a massive shift in power, right back to the individual. In the end, SmartCubic is really more than just a platform or a piece of tech. It's a blueprint for a whole new kind of internet, a digital village where technology actually serves people and communities, building connection and shared prosperity, all on a foundation of trust and individual ownership. So the real question isn't just about technology. It's about the future we all want to build together. What kind of internet will you choose? Hopefully one that's more secure, more personal, and a whole lot more empowering for every single one of us. Thanks for joining me.